Good morning to everybody here, and thank you all for being here, particularly our members of the community. It is always an exciting day when we can begin work on a new fire station, and this will be the 10th fire station that we have either built or renovated since I became mayor, and we're not done. A new fire station on the UCSD campus is being designed as we speak. So I'm very pleased to have with us today City Councilmember Barbara Bree, Fire Chief Colin Stowell. As you can see, many members of our Fire Rescue Foundation and Fire Rescue Department, and of course members of the community who always welcome our firefighters as their friends and their neighbors. Together, we have made investing in public safety improvements a top priority over the last 5 years. And we're seeing the results of those investments with new state-of-the-art fire stations. We have a fire department that is second to none in the region, particularly because of projects like this. And the ones we've opened in City Heights, Hillcrest, Little Italy, Mira Mesa, North Park, Point Loma, Southcrest, Mission Valley, and Point Loma. And the list just keeps getting longer. Gotta love it. Battalion 5 consists of 7 fire stations and covers around 50 miles of our city. But this particular community is evolving, surrounded by a vibrant technology sector, proximity, of course, to UCSD, and growing residential neighborhoods. So to ensure that we are prepared to keep this area safe long into the future, this 8th station in Battalion 5 is needed. So we're here today to break ground as a community on this beautiful new 12,000 square foot building that will include 3 apparatus bays, sleeping quarters for 10 personnel, and an on-site training room. And historically, as I think many of you know, when firefighters need training, they go to a central location, like down at the Naval Training Center. But this training room here will allow our firefighters to travel less and still get the training that they need. And as with all of our new facilities, this station will include design elements to protect our firefighters from the carcinogens that they are exposed to in their work. So I want to thank our public works staff and the design team and the contractors who will bring these beautiful renderings very soon to life. Platt Whitelaw Architects and contractors RABC-ECC. New fire stations are just one of the many ways we are working to boost public safety in neighborhoods throughout the city of San Diego. And these are very important infrastructure investments that will ensure that we are able to meet our public safety needs well into the future. Our firefighters and our neighborhoods deserve great facilities that benefits the entire community. And this building will do exactly that when it opens in the fall of 2020. So I know that the entire City Council feels the same way that I do about public safety investments. And it's been a real partnership as we have continued to make these investments. So I'd like to introduce City Councilmember Barbara Bree and thank her for all of her help and support for our public safety representatives. Thank you. Councilmember?
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. I want to start by saying thank you to Mayor Kevin Faulconer, city staff, and the community. Thank you in particular to the mayor for prioritizing public safety and building new fire stations, much needed new fire stations all over the city. This new station sits on beautiful land and will accommodate 10 crew members who I know will work hard to protect this community. The University City community has long needed a greater fire presence, and I'm glad to see that this project is finally getting underway. The crew at Fire Station 50 will bolster firefighters at Fire Station 35 on Eastgate Mall, the Fast Response Squad 56 on Governor, and the incoming crew that will be housed at the new fire station at UCSD. I also want to specifically thank city staff for working with the Community Planning Group and Friends of Rose Canyon as they considered the environmental impacts that this project would have on the adjacent environmentally sensitive lands. I'd now like to welcome Fire Chief Stowell to say a few words.
Well, thank you, Councilmember Bree. And thanks to everyone who took the time out of their day to come celebrate this new project. We're thrilled that fire stations are being built and renovated at an unprecedented rate, and we appreciate the tremendous support that we receive from the mayor and council. In 2010, we commissioned a study by Citygate to take a look at our service areas and whether we were keeping up with the growth and development of those areas. As you might guess, with growth and development comes traffic congestion. This area was one identified in the study as an area needing a new fire station and better response times. Adding new stations in densely populated areas such as North University City helps our firefighters get to emergencies more quickly and efficiently. As the mayor mentioned, Battalion 5 currently includes 7 fire stations, 1 2-person squad, and just to give you a background for the calls of service in 2018, the crews in this battalion responded to 998 fires, 585 rescues, nearly 11,000 medical aids, and over 2,800 hazard service calls. This is a busy battalion, and the crew at this new fire station will be busy. It'll be hard for us to be patient for the grand opening of this fire station, but we look forward to that event. I want to acknowledge and thank the San Diego Fire Rescue Foundation for their ongoing support of the fire department in so many different areas. The foundation helps fill some of the funding gaps, and we're certainly appreciative of their hard work and commitment to our employees. Thanks to the mayor and council for their continued support of the fire department, and thanks to the Public Works Department and the contractors for their excellent work on this project. And now I'd like to introduce Chris Nielsen from the University Community Planning Group.
Thanks, Chief. Community planning requires a long-range view with a commitment over years to guide important community projects like Fire Station 50 from inception to groundbreaking. The volunteers who serve on the UCPG board and in our community organizations are in it for the long haul. We appreciate the support of Mayor Faulconer, Councilmember Bree for an approach to planning that treats our community as a resource and a partner in the process as we begin our new community plan and continue our responsibilities under the old. Fire Station 50 has 2 important environmentally beneficial features. One is the fire station site itself will be landscaped entirely with California native plants. The other important feature is that the mitigation for this site will be done right here, not in some distant mitigation bank. The areas you see out here with clearing and wattles are being restored as native grassland and native habitat. This may be the first time the city has landscaped a public project entirely with native plants, and we are proud that it occurred here. We thank the city for listening to the UCPG and agreeing to incorporate this environmental benefit. I'd like to specifically thank the following for their contributions to Fire Station 50 project over the years. Janae Kruger, past UCPG Chair, UCPG Fire Station Subcommittee members Ash Nasseri and Nancy Groves, Community Member Debbie Knight, and Board Member and Plan Update Subcommittee Chair Andy Weiss. All your efforts have clearly paid off. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris, for those remarks, and thank you to everybody with the community for all of your help and support. So now let's make this official. If everybody could join us over by the shovels, and we will count to 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well done. Thank you. Good job. Councilmember? Very good. Good job. Chris.
Thank you very much for coming.